Heidelberg United FC, welcome. Round 6 last week. Heidelberg took on Werribee City at Olympic Village. It was a one-sided affair and finished 5 goals to 1. It was a very, very commanding performance by George Katsakis' side. To open the scoring, Nick Marinos has been in fantastic form, took the lead 1 goal to 0. A goal against the run of play for Werribee brought it back to 1-1. And Dan Heffernan has obviously been superb also this year. He got the team back in front. 2 minutes later, Kevin Nilsson made it 3 goals to 1, and that was a scoreline at half-time. And then Heidelberg went on to win 5 goals to 1. Also, Nick Marinos, again on the score sheet, 2 goals for the game, and Sasha Alexowski, who came on off the bench to make it 5 goals to 1. Now we have a major sponsor, Alcatel One Touch. They've been fantastic to come on board here for the 2013 season, and we'd like to present an award now. It's a Man of the Match award that's given out every week, and obviously on behalf of Alcatel One Touch, I'd like to present the player of the match to Fidel Richards. Fidel, do you want to come out? Obviously, a commanding performance by you. How are you feeling body-wise?
A bit sore, mate, getting over, but recovering now, so Sunday.
Sunday, obviously taking on Sunshine George Cross. Sunday at 3 o'clock at Sunshine George Cross's ground. Fidel, how do you see yourself, or how do you see yourself going into this one?
I'm looking forward to it because I used to play for them, so it should be the battle. The boys are flying now, so I think we've won more about it. Yeah, I can see us give them a good go.
No worries. That's Fidel Richards, Man of the Match for the round 6 encounter. I'm sure he'll be looking to string another strong performance together. We'll see you out there Sunday, 3 o'clock against Sunshine George Cross. Cheers, boys. Next to me, I have the great coach George Katsakis, who can't stop losing at the moment. He must feel like Elliot Ness, one of the untouchables. I have George next to me. Hi,
feels
George.
good.
It feels good. George, obviously, resounding win, 5 goals to 1. What were your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, it was a convincing win. It was good to see the boys back on track with our targets. That we've set ourselves a couple of targets, and we're meeting them at this point in time. Football's a funny game. Things can change very quickly. So unless we're well disciplined and commitment levels are extremely high, then I'm sure that we have enough personnel to get us over the line.
Obviously, George, at the start of the season, what was one of the season targets for the club? What do they want to achieve?
I think Heidelberg's a very big club, so it needs to be back in the Premier League or the new NPL that's been transformed. So our target was always that, and nothing's changed, and we'll just keep travelling towards that.
Also, who for you has been one of the best performers of the club so far? I know the team's been winning and putting performances together. Do you want to single out 1 or 2 individuals as performed well? Yeah,
look, unfortunately Zane Sol, who has been, or got injured this week, has been outstanding in his role. It's a very difficult role that he's been given, and we're really sorry to see him miss the rest of the season through a knee reconstruction, but he's been very good. Look, I don't want to take nothing away from the rest of the boys. I think everyone's been outstanding. Their commitment levels are phenomenal, so I don't want to point over here. I think the whole team's been extremely good.
Okay, looking at obviously Zane was an unfortunate loss for his ACL knee injury. Who do you see filling that gap?
Well, we transformed it on Sunday. We brought Fidel Richards into the middle of the park and played his holding role, and worked out well. So this week it looks like we'll probably go about our business the same way.
And going into the match against Sunshine George Cross, they're sitting on 4th place with 10 points. You guys are on the top of the table with 15 points. How do you see the match panning out on Sunday?
It's always a difficult match at Chapel Reserve. History says that it'll be a good game, and I'm sure that it'll be very tough. I mean, they're looking for maximum points at home. We've trained well all week, so I'm hoping that we can come away with something, but definitely going to be a tough gig.
United TV, we have a special guest this week. We have the under-18s coach for the club. First name Arian. Arian, how are you? Great. Fine. Well, at least you can understand that. That's a good start. Arian here, obviously just fresh from Greece to Melbourne. And Arian, obviously, how are you enjoying Australia?
Ligados a Florida. Μου αρέσουν πολύ οι καταστάσεις στα γήπεδα. Λίγες ομάδες στην Ευρώπη κάνουν. Θα δούμε τι θα γίνει στη συνέχεια. Χρειάζεται σε κάθε δουλειά, όπως το ποδόσφαιρο, χρειάζεται σκληρή δουλειά. Κάποια και βέβαια θα δούμε πώς θα τραβήξει.
Ari's response was he absolutely loves Australia. He's been very impressed with the facilities that the local clubs have. In terms of the soccer and the football, he's saying like all clubs and all teams have got to work hard and put in the work to get the results.
The second question, Ari, is obviously you're a UEFA licence holder. If you want to give us a bit of information about the licence, how long it takes, what sort of things are required to pass the licence.
Πάρεις ένα της UEFA. Πώς το παίρνεις, πόσο χρόνο κάνει.
Κάνεις 2 μήνες στις αναμέρες. Έχει πολύ σκληρές ερωτήσεις.
Όπως ήσουν απέχτης ή όπως είναι.
Όποιος είναι, απλά εμείς έχουμε τη θέση επειδή έπαιξα 17 χρόνια ποδόσφαιρο. Ήμουν παίκτης εθνικής για 100 μάτς. Μένω σε άλλο team ερωτήσεις. Αλλά είναι πολύ δύσκολο να το πάρεις. Μία ερώτηση λάθος να κάνεις, 2 ερωτήσεις, μία λάθος, πόδες.
Πόσες ερωτήσεις.
2, μία λάθος, πόδες.
Πόσες ερωτήσεις
Επί κάθε μέρα, επί 50 ερωτήσεις.
Because Ari's played 100 national games, he was required to do 60 days training for his UEFA A licence. Saying that, the course is pretty full on, and if you answer have a set of questions, one wrong answer, you have to do the course again. So it's pretty full on.
Και ερωτήσεις είναι το θέμα τακτικής.
And the questions are all about tactics.
Okay, the next question, Ari, a little bit about your playing history. You played 48 games and how long have you been out of the game?
Πόσες αγώνες έχει παίξει με όλους και πόσα χρόνια έχεις τώρα που έχεις τελειώσει το ποδόσφαιρο.
Σταμάτησα το 2004. Έχω παίξει 7 χρόνια στα γήπεδα. Ο πατέρας μου ήταν προσφεστής στο Πολτρίτσι. Έπαιξα 17 μισό στο Ευρωπαϊκή National Team. Ήμουν πιο μικρός στην Ευρώπη. Έπαιξε πάνω από 100 συμμετοχές στην Ευρώπη. Και σε εμπειρία 17 χρόνια ήταν professional.
Well, his career ended in 2004, but he was the youngest national player to ever play in Europe at the age of 15.5. And he's played over 120 caps with the national team and has obviously been playing professional soccer since he was 16 years of age. So he's all in first division European soccer.
It's a very, very high level footballing expertise. The next question is about Australian football. Where do you see it at the moment? Can it lift to a good level, a good European level?
Το ποδόσφαιρο στην Αυστραλία πώς το βλέπεις και άμα πρόκειται να δεις στη συνέχεια να ανεβεί σε ένα επίπεδο που πιστεύεις ότι μπορεί να φέρει τη στάση με την Ευρώπη.
Πιστεύω ότι είναι δύσκολα. Είναι διαφορετικός τρόπος που δουλεύουμε. Στο ποδοσφαίρο. Εδώ το μόνο που έφτασα πριν από μήνες και απολυτεύτηκα ήταν ότι μου είπαν ότι πέφτει καμία ομάδα κατηγορία. Έχουμε 10 ομάδες, ούτε τελευταία δεν πέφτει, ούτε καμία. Αυτό πιστεύω δεν υπάρχει ανταγωνισμό στο ποδόσφαιρο. Δεν υπάρχει πρόβλημα. Στη σχέση με την Ευρώπη είναι πολύ διαφορετικά πράγματα. Πριν χρόνια στην Αγγλική Αυστραλίας, αλλά τότε παίζανε 7-8 παίζανε στην Ευρώπη. Και πιστεύω, όχι επειδή είμαι Ευρώπη, ότι όλες οι ομάδες στον κόσμο, οι καλύτεροι παίκτες της Βραζιλίας, της χώρας της Αμερικής, όλοι οι δεκάδο που παίζει national team, παίζουν όλοι στην Ευρώπη, κανένας που παίζει στην Αμερική, της Βραζιλίας. Όλοι οι παίκτες της Ευρώπης, της ομάδας της Ευρώπης.
Harry says that Australia's got a long way to go, although it's progressing. The one thing that sort of bedoozled him was seeing our A-League, and he couldn't understand how there's no relegation or promotion. I know we're a newly formed league, but unless you have relegation or promotion, you can't have competition, which without competition means the competition can't improve. Saying that, he says it's quite different to Europe. He remembers Australia's campaign in Germany, which was very impressive, but at that time I think we had really most of all our players playing top flight European teams, and he's saying that even if you look at Brazil and Argentina, all their players play in Europe. So there is a big challenge ahead of us, and hopefully one day we can...
Πρώτα χρόνια που είχε καλό η κανένα της Ευρωπαϊκής, οι 7-8 παίζανε στην Ευρώπη.
And lastly, Arian, I want to ask, is there a certain style of play that you like? What's your favourite philosophy?
Τι σαν προπονητής τι φιλοσοφία έχεις από πλευρά τι θέλεις να δεις στο γήπεδο?
Προσωπικά μου αρέσει το ισπανικό ποδόσφαιρο. Για να δεις στο γήπεδο σαν τι?
Όχι, σαν ομάδα.
Στο γήπεδο αυτό που μου αρέσει το ποδόσφαιρο και πάντα μου άρεσε είναι να μπει στο γήπεδο. Πρώτο που θέλω να περισταθεί αυτό το ποδόσφαιρο. Αυτό είναι το πιο βασικό. Είναι ένα μάτς, ας χάσει μια ομάδα να πει παίξαμε καλά και χάσαμε, πάλι να πει ότι δεν παίξαμε τη διεύθυνση.
Well, he's quite simple. He loves Spanish football, so everyone knows how the Spanish play. But he says more importantly is that when players take the field, they've got to impress the crowd. Their duty is to create an environment that produces great football. Whether you win or lose, it's all about the football.
Well, that's about a wrap. Arian, thank you very much for taking the time out today. I'm sure we can definitely benefit from his experience, and it's Griffin McMaster signing out this week on Heidelberg United TV.